takes strike one. Coming into this one, Nathan Houston, 61 hits and 175 at-bats. He scored 41 times over 44 games, 11 doubles, 3 triples, 38 runs batted in, and a .349 batting average. Breaking ball in there, 0-2. Nick Stinson on deck. That's hit on the ground to Trevor Dale at third. Looks the runner back, throws over, 2 away. And Nick Stinson to the plate. Yeah, when I was talking to Derek Murdoch earlier, he's just, he was watching Ethan and his younger brother play catch before the game, and, that's the reason he drove from Swift Current to here to see this one. They're running out of chances to be able to do that. That's hit foul, ripped for strike one. And that's how it is in college baseball, and we've had the same summer sun for 4 summers. So it's going to be a tough one when Rob Gurney leaves our home. Outside, 1-1.
The nice thing about that is you usually stay in touch.
1-1 the count to Nick Stinson. Stinson batting .297, 47 hits and 158 trips. That's fouled. And that gets on the field of play, so we're going to have to pause for a brief moment here. Stinson, 32 runs scored over 40 games, 10 doubles, 2 home runs, 32 runs batted in. Nick Cote in the on-deck circle. One-two count with 2 outs. Tries to nibble the outside edge and misses. 2-2. Maddox Wasacase committed to VIU in Victoria. Two. Outside. Full count. The payoff pitch. Ripped foul. So still 3 balls, 2 strikes. And we're getting ready to do it all over again. Swing and a miss. He got him on the outside edge. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. 1 runner left in scoring position. After a half inning of play, the Berries won. The Beavers coming to bat, and we'll have it for you when we return here on Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball.
For more than 25 years,
FloCollege.
we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Access Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at accessstorage.ca.
So a reminder out there, if you follow the Beaver social media, the City Connect jersey auction is now live. And if you go to 32auctions.com or you go to our social media, either Facebook or Instagram, you should be able to find a link to that auction and bid on your favorite player. And yeah, do you know when the bidding ends? Okay, well, I'll try to find that out before the end of the night. We'll talk about this a bit more later on. So Brody Wrench is the starting pitcher tonight for the Berries. Wrench on the year, no wins and 1 loss, 1 save. He's thrown 15 and a third innings. He's allowed 20 hits, 16 runs, 14 of them earned, has 23 strikeouts to go with 12 bases on balls, and an 8.22 earned run average. And leading things off for the Beavers will be the left fielder, Noah Brooks, number 24. Okay, the City Connect jersey auction ends tonight at 9:15 during our game, so make sure you get your bids in quickly. That's hit deep to left field, and it's out of here! Lead off home run, Noah Brooks! He had a great BP. He smashed a lot of baseballs, and he leads this one off by smashing another one. The Beavers are on the board. Touch 'em all, Noah Brooks! That's going to get me a little emotional. Noah Brooks back at our home for the second summer, and we love that guy too. Ryan Muselar, the hitter. Quickly an 0-2 count. Noah didn't give me time to read his stats. Outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Moose on the season, 17 hits and 47 at bats, 12 runs scored over 12 games. He's had 6 doubles, a home run, and 11 runs batted in to go with his .362 batting average. Strike 3. 1 away. And Braden Mayencourt coming to the plate. Temperature at game time, 22 degrees, a 19-kilometer-an-hour wind out of the northwest, so that's about 12 miles an hour. And 22 degrees is 72 Fahrenheit, so a real pleasant evening for baseball. Check swing, ball 1 to Braden Mayencourt. Braden on the year, 51 hits and 182 at-bats, 37 runs scored over 50 games. Hits that foul, 1-1. 8 doubles, 2 triples, 5 homers, 32 runs batted in with a .280 batting average for Braden Mayencourt. Slider catches the outside edge. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ryan Dauphiny in the on-deck circle. Swing and a miss at a slider. Second strikeout for Brody Wrench after the leadoff home run. And Ryan Dauphiny to the plate. Oh man, I got to do math again. Doff on the year, 140 at-bats, 38 hits. I think that's a 270 batting average, 12 doubles, 4 homers, and 36 runs batted in. And he takes ball 2. Rob Gurney, the catcher, on deck. Slider back door. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball on the outside edge, 2-2. And a slider tapped towards Salinas at second, over to first. And the side is retired. 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, nobody left after 1 complete. We're tied at 1 at Tom Lang Park. We'll be back with the second right after this.
For more than 25 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Access Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at accessstorage.ca.
Rob Gurney gives the signal that they're going down to second base, and we're going to be ready to be underway here. The umpiring crew tonight, Derek Casada behind home plate. At first base, Sean Wetherill, and Peter Perreault down at third base. Nick Cote to lead things off for the Saskatoon Berries in the top of the second inning. He'll be followed by Nash Nichols and Aiden Marion, the 6-7-8 hitters. Fastball on the outside edge, strike 1. For Nick Cote, 30 hits and 119 at-bats, 23 runs scored over 29 games. Ground ball to second. Dauphiny up with it over to Mayencourt in time, 1 away. Finish up Nick Cote, 6 doubles, a homer, 21 runs batted in. And Nash Nichols will be the hitter. Nichols, a .224 batting average, 35 hits and 156 at-bats. 38 runs scored in 46 games, 2 doubles, 9 home runs, 32 runs batted in. Nichols, a speedy center fielder. Aiden Marion, the catcher, on deck. .2-0 the count. That's hit on the ground to third. Jared Cramp across the diamond in time, 2 away. Now, Aiden Marion will be the hitter. The rookie catcher hitting .256. 22 hits and 86 at-bats. 24 runs scored in 27 games. 2 doubles, 2 homers, 14 runs batted in on the campaign. And 1-0 the count to Aiden Marion. Upstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Eric Aguirre, the DH, in the on-deck circle. Swing and a miss, 2-1. So pitcher warming in the pen for the Beavers. I believe it's Josh Pritchard. 3-1 the count. Ball 4. And Eric Aguirre will be the hitter with a runner on first and 2 out. Hit on the ground to short. Dale up with it. He's going to take it himself for the 3rd out. So there were no runs, no hits, no Beaver errors, and no runners left on base. After 1.5, we're tied at 1 here at Tom Lang Park. We'll be back with the bottom of the 2nd right after this.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus the WCBL report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
Aiden Marion makes his way to home plate, and Derek Casada has signaled one more. And of course, as we've talked about before, there is a time limit now between innings. So this one's going down to second, and we'll be ready to get underway. Rob Gurney will lead things off for the Beavers in the home half of the 2nd inning. Colt Sussex, Uphold, and Jared Cramp also due up. The 5, 6, 7 hitters in the lineup. Rob Gurney takes ball 1 on the year. Rob, 52 hits and 170 at-bats. That's in there for a strike 1-1. 37 runs scored over 51 games, 12 doubles, a triple, 9 home runs, 36 RBIs, and a .306 batting average for Rob Gurney. That's down. 2 balls and a strike. That misses outside, 3-1, so a good hitter's count here for Rob. Fouls that off, and the count is full. Avery Kirkup in the third base coaching box for the Beavers down at first. Jackson Henderson. That's hit foul. Oh, Avery, you got to handle that. The defensive alignment for the Berries, Nathan Houston in left field, Nash Nichols in center, Ethan Murdoch in right. Across the infield, Nick Cote at third, Brock Laird at short, Gael Salinas at second, Nick Stinson at first. That's tap foul once again. The catcher is Aiden Marion, and of course the starting pitcher is Brody Wrench. Still a full count to Rob Gurney. Payoff pitch coming once again. And a slider inside fought off. Pitch number 9 of the at-bat. Movement in the pen for the Saskatoon Berries. Was inside and ripped foul. Good piece of hitting there. Don't leave it up to a decision by somebody else. And a great at-bat for Rob Gurney. He draws a lead-off walk on the 10th pitch of the at-bat. Colt Sussex Uphold comes to the plate. Colt, another split profile. 94 at-bats, 25 hits. So a little better than 250, probably 260. 14 runs scored in 30 games. 10 doubles. 1 homer, 20 runs batted in for Colt. Check swing, foul off the foot of the umpire. So quickly 0-2 the count. It's 0-2. That was a foul ball. They put that as a ball. That's not a ball. That's outside. The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Got 2 and 1 on the board. That misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yep. Confirmed by Derek Casada. 2-2. Slider misses inside. A good job by Colt Sussex Uphold to recognize the slider and realize it was going to be out of the zone. A veteran move there, full count. To number 30, Jared Cramp on deck. Strike 3 call. The fastball paints the outside edge. That's a good pitch. And Jared Cramp will be the hitter. That's the 3rd strikeout for Brody Wrench. Trevor Dale on deck. It runs inside for ball 1. Cramp on the year, 19 hits in 96 at-bats, 18 runs scored over 30 games. 2 doubles, 3 triples, a homer, 13 runs batted in. Called strike, 1-1. Outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. The runner at first base is Rob Gurney. And that's hit on the ground as Salinas over to second for 1, over to first, not in time. Cramp, good speed, tough guy to double up. So 4-6 on the fielder's choice for the second out. And Trevor Dale up to the plate. With a runner on first and 2 outs. That's hit on the ground to third, and that eats up Nick Cote. We'll see what the official scorer calls that. Hit sharply, but right at him. We'll see if they think it took a nasty enough hop to be scored a base hit. And they do indeed score that an error. So Trevor Dale reaches on a fielding error by the third baseman and 2 aboard for Owen Mancourt. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. Owen on the year, 17 hits in 65 at-bats, 8 runs scored in 26 games, a double, a homer, 13 runs batted in, and a .262 batting average. Owen with a 3-for-3 day yesterday in Game 2 against the Miller Express. 3-for-3 with a hit by pitch. A 1-1 the count to Owen Mancourt. Top of the order, Noah Brooks on deck. Called strike. 1-2. Breaking ball misses outside. Pretty good movement on the slider by Brody Wrench, but it just seems so natural for lefties. It's crazy. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Looped over first base. Cramp is waved, and that's an RBI single for Owen Mancourt. Trevor Dale goes all the way to third base. And Jared Cramp scores to give the Beavers a 2-1 lead. Runners on the corners and 2 outs for Noah Brooks, who led off the bottom of the first with a solo home run. He is 1 for 1. That's down and in, ball 1. Noah Brooks from Cloverdale, BC, played his 25-26 season as a member of the University of Pikeville Bears in Pikeville, Kentucky. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Ryan Musel are on deck. Outside, 3-0. Interesting to see if Noah Brooks has the green light here, 3-0. Although it doesn't look like they've wanted to give him anything close. They do, and he ropes it over top of short for an RBI single. 2 for 2. So a mound visit by the Berries pitching coach. First one. As they have a right-hander throwing in the pen. I like the powder blues of the Berries. I can read the numbers on the back. 20-something.
Now batting, center fielder, number 4.
21 or 27, I think, but we'll figure that out shortly. Ryan Muselar to the plate with runners on first and second. 2 outs, back-to-back RBI singles by Owen Mancourt, Noah Brooks have the Beavers ahead 3-1. Ground ball. Salinas knocks it down, goes to first in time. The Beavers, 2 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 Saskatoon error and 2 base runners left, one of them in scoring position. So after 2 complete, the Beavers 3, the Berries 1, and we'll be back with the 3rd inning right after this. That's when they should turn the lights on. Rob Gurney throws down to second base, and we're ready to get underway with inning number 3. Maddox Wasakase out there for inning number 3 and the second time through the order. Top of the order for the Berries, Brock Laird, Ethan Murdoch, and Gael Salinas all due up. Laird led off the game with a single, and he came around to score on the RBI double by Gael Salinas. First pitch down, ball 1. Two balls, no strikes, the count to Brock Laird. Couldn't hold the check swing, the barrel out in front. 2-1. There's water in there, I can visibly see it. Two balls, 2 strikes, the count. Base hit up the middle. Laird 2 for 2. Ethan Murdoch. His second plate appearance of the game. Popped up to the pitcher, Maddox Wasakase, in his first at-bat, 0 for 1. First pitch in there for a strike. Hit in the air to left, right at Noah Brooks. 2 away, or 1 away, 0 for 2 for Ethan Murdoch on the fly ball to left field. Got there kind of quickly. I don't think anybody in the league hits the ball harder than Ethan Murdoch. And Gael Salinas, the hitter. RBI double in his first at-bat, 1 for 1. Pitch in the dirt, blocked by Rob Gurney. Ball 1. Brock Laird, the runner at first. And Josh Pritchard heating in the pen now. Runner goes. Throw down by Gurney, and it's there in time. Great throw, Rob Gurney, right on the bag. Made it really easy for Ryan Dauphiny. Dauphiny got hit hard by the base runner. And we're going to have Jana Elgard, the athletic therapist, come and check on Doff. Brock Laird caught stealing. 2-4. And I'm pretty certain that Rob Gurney leads the league in caught stealings. Should get solid consideration for first-team all-star catcher in the league. 306 batting average, 12 doubles, 9 home runs. He's probably started over 40 games already behind home plate. And, I mean, there is nobody better defensively in the league, period. I used to say he was a top 3 guy. Well, he's not that anymore. He is the guy. So, voters, if you're listening, you should be throwing a first place vote Rob Gurney's way. Hit on the ground to third. Cramp. Over to first. And Maddox Wasakase on the caught stealing and a ground ball. Faces the minimum in the inning. No runs, 1 hit. There were no Weyburn errors and no base runners left. After 2.5, the Beavers 3, the Berries 1, and we'll be back with the bottom of the third right after this.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With 15 locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
Pitching number 21, Owen Semple, is pitching change brought to you by Swayze Concrete.
It's just going to bend. Braden Mayencourt, the hitter, leading off the top of the third inning, also due up. Ryan Dauphiny and Rob Gurney, the 3-4-5 hitters. And new pitcher is Owen Stemple for the Berries. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Mayencourt struck out in the first inning against Brody Wrench. Pitch is down 1-1. For Stemple on the year, he started 10 games, has 4 wins, no losses, 42 and 2/3 innings pitched, allowed 31 hits, 24 runs, 20 of them earned. 44 strikeouts to go with 27 walks and a 4.22 earned run average. Pitch upstairs, 2-1. It'll be interesting to see how long the Berries do go with Stemple, one of their key starters. I'm going to guess not too long, just from the standpoint that they're assured a playoff series, and they're not going anywhere. They're in second place. They can't get to 1, and they can't drop to 3, so you want to have all hands on deck for that first East Division semifinal. 2-2 the count. Check swing foul. Braden Mayencourt from Langley, BC, a member of the Central Baptist College Mustangs in 25-26. Two and two the count. Good piece of hitting there, just reaches out, fouls that out of play to stay alive. Too close to take. And a good choice just to foul that off. Another tough pitch fought off there by Mayencourt. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. The more pitches you get on the arm of Stemple, the less likely he is to be around a long time. Fouled out of play. Ninth pitch of this at-bat coming up. Base hit up the middle. The leadoff man is on for Ryan Dauphiny. Fourth hit of the game for the Beavers. Ryan Dauphiny at the plate. Bunts it in the air. Marion. One away. So 1 out for Rob Gurney. Rob Gurney, a tremendous at-bat. A 10-pitch walk against Brody Wrench to lead off the 2-run second. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball, 0-1. Rob Gurney from Campbell River, BC, a member of the Mayville State University Comets in 25-26. That's in Mayville, North Dakota. Takes a strike on the outside edge. 0-2 is the count. Colt Sussex Uphold in the on-deck circle. . Popped up. Foul territory by first base. 2 away. And Colt Sussex uphold. Struck out looking in his first at-bat. Swing and a miss, strike 1. The line on Brody Wrench, 2 innings pitched. He allowed 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned. Struck out 3, walked 1 on 46 pitches, 28 for strikes. Slider catches the outside edge. 0-2. No comment.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends,
No
and your
runs
strongest
on 1 hit.
advocates.
There were no errors.
With 15 locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are.
After 3 complete,
String 'em.
Beavers 3,
Your local
the
lawyers.
Berries 1. We'll be back with the 4th inning and an update on the line score of tonight's game when we come back. Rob Gurney throws down, and Maddox Wasacase out for inning number 4. 37 pitches, 24 for strikes through the first 3. And Nathan Houston to lead it off for the Berries in the top of the 4th. Nick Stinson and Nick Cote also due up. The 4, 5, 6 hitters. And Houston takes strike 1. The line score after 3, the Berries 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error, 2 left. The Beavers 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, 3 left. And 1-1 the count to Nathan Houston, who grounded to short in his first at-bat, 0 for 1. That's hit in the air to left. Noah Brooks back short of the track. 1 away. Houston just under it. And Nick Stinson, who struck out to end the first inning. 0 for 1 with 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Fouled back to the screen. 0-1. Just past the diving Braden Mayencourt for a base hit. Good effort, Mayo.
Now batting, third baseman number 60, Nick Cote.
Runner on first base for Nick Cote. Cote grounded to second baseman Ryan Dauphiny in the second, so he's 0 for 1. Pickoff move, and Wasakase guns Stinson. That'll go down as a 1-3 caught stealing for the second out. Waz has showed us a good pickoff move in his first appearance in Regina as well. So 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Nothing in 1 the count. Nash Nichols in the on-deck circle. That's drilled, and that's into the corner for extra bases for Cote. Brooks over to pick it up. A stand-up double, Nick Cote. Second double of the evening for the Berries. So how big is that pickoff now? As Stinson surely would have scored. 5th hit, second extra base hit for the Berries. And Nash Nichols. Josh Pritchard looks like he's ready to go down in the pen. Fouled over the screen and out of play. Oh, 0-1 the count to Nash Nichols, who grounded to third baseman Jared Cramp in his first at-bat, 0 for 1. Hitting the air to deep center. Ryan Muselar ranges back, and he makes the catch. Another scoreless inning for Maddox Wasakase after the leadoff man scored in the first. No runs on 2 hits. There were no Weyburn errors, and 1 runner left on base in scoring position. So after 3.5, the Beavers 3, the Berries 1. And we'll be back with the bottom of the 4th right after this.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With 15 locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
They're looking like they're changing color. Jared Cramp to lead things off for the Weyburn Beavers in the bottom of the 4th inning. Takes outside to make the count 1-1. Actually, sorry, 1 ball, no strikes. Ball club's had a foul ball on there. It was checking something. And 1-1 is now the count. Trevor Dale in the on-deck circle, and Owen Mayencourt also do up the 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Beavers. That tails away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Action in the pen for the Berries. So a straight-up bullpen day. We'll see a couple innings out of each guy. Big swing and a miss there. Cramp trying to put one on the board. Like a automatic one. It's a big cut there. 51 is the pitcher that's warming for the Berries. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Owen Stemple. 1 away for Trevor Dale. Trevor Dale reached on an error by third baseman Nick Cote. He came around to score on the RBI single by Noah Brooks. Big swing and a miss there from Jimmy, 0-1. Trevor Dale from West Valley City, Utah, will be spending his 26-27 season as a member of the University of South Florida Bulls in Tampa, Florida. Breaking ball high, 1-1. Of course, last season, Trevor, a big year at the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs, where he was a member of the Mountain Lions baseball team. Called strike 1 and 2. Foul tip off of Derek Casada. That looked like it stung a little. One and 2, the count to Trevor Dale. Outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. I'm going to take it out and try and shake it about. Swung on, pitch in the dirt, a strikeout, and thrown out by Aiden Marion at first base. The third strikeout for Owen Stemple. And Owen Mayencourt will come to the plate with 2 out in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Noah Brooks on deck. First pitch down to Owen Mayencourt. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Owen, an RBI single, slashed one the other way into right field, and that scored Jared Cramp to give the Beavers a 2-1 lead at that point. Takes a strike, 1-1. Owen from Langley, BC, played his 25-26 season, popped up. Nash Nichols calls for it, makes the catch, and that will retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left after 4 complete. The Beavers 3, the Berries 1, and we'll be back with inning number 5 right after this. I'm a little surprised he's still out there. We're playing with fire. Welcome back to Tom Lang Park. Want to remind you once again, you got a little better than an hour to get your bids in on our City Connect jersey auction through 32 auctions. So either go to 32auctions.com or even better to the Beaver social media pages on Facebook and Instagram. And you should be able to find the link to get your bid in on your favorite player's jersey. Maddox Wasakase out for his 5th inning of work. And the first pitch to Aiden Marion sails high for ball 1. Marion drew a walk in his first at-bat, so he does not have an official at-bat in the ball game. Fastball in there for a called strike, 1-1. Eric Aguirre and the top of the order, Brock Laird, due up to face Maddox Wasakase. Pitch is down, 2 balls and a strike. Was a member of the White Butte U18 AAA baseball team this season. As previously stated, committed to VIU. Marion fouls that back to the screen. 2-2 the count. Upstairs, full count. So a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard, the game that really matters to the Beavers. In Swift Current, the 57s with an 8-3 lead over the Medicine Hat Mavericks. That's fouled over the screen and out of play. Count remains full. And the Mavericks, well, the Beavers need to win out, and the Mavericks need to lose tonight and tomorrow night. That's the path into the playoffs for the Beavers. So 8-3, Swift Current with the lead. They're batting in the bottom of the 5th. Caught looking. Second strikeout for Maddox Wasakase. So now back into our game here. 1 out for Eric Aguirre. Pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Aguirre reached on a fielder's choice. He's 0 for 1. Brock Laird in the on-deck circle. Outside, 2-0. That's up in the zone. Called a strike. Two one. Popped up, foul out of play. Leaving the count at 2-2. That's drilled to deep center. Muselar back on the track and makes the catch, 2 away. As I've said on numerous occasions, Tom Lang is not a launch pad. Tough field to get balls out of. When you look at the single season home run record, there's only been 2 players in as far back as you can go to 2010 in the old point streak system that have had double-digit home runs for the Beavers. That's how tough this ballpark is. First pitch to Laird is taken for strike 1. Really efficient outing for Wasakase. This will be pitch number 60 right here. 59 pitches right now, 40 for strikes. That's off the plate. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Ground ball, Trevor Dale up with it, over to man court. 3 up, 3 down inning. Maddox Wasakase. What a job, Maddox. Attaboy, Was. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We're off to the bottom of the 5th. The Beavers 3, the Berries 1. And we'll be right back. I don't have the lineup card, so I'm going to have to find who the new pitcher is. Number 31. Noah Brooks, a base hit. 3 for 3. First pitch swinging. Let's see if we have a numerical roster here on WCBLBaseball.com. Ryan Muselar to the plate. And that's hit to left field. 1 away. Braden Mancourt will be the hitter. There we go. We have a numerical roster. Number 31 is Owen Roberts. First pitch to Mancourt catches the outside edge. 0-1. For Owen Roberts on the year. Swing and a miss. A pickoff move. Catches Brooks. Napping. 2 for 3 on the caught. 2 to 3 on the caught stealing for the second out. So a pickoff by catcher Aiden Marion. Owen Roberts, 0-1 record. He's pitched 6 1/3 innings. He's allowed 6 hits, 9 runs, 5 earned. He struck out 4 to go with 5 walks and a 7.11 earned run average. So 2-2 is the count to Owen Mancourt. Well, they scored at 2-5. Whoops, that should be 2-3. Up and out of the zone, full count. And Mancourt reaches out and slaps that down the line in fair territory. Extra bases for Mayo. A 2-out double. And Ryan Dauphiny will be the hitter with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. Doff 0 for 2. Grounded to second and popped up a bunt to catcher Aiden Marion. Rob Gurney on deck. That gets away. Wild pitch charged to Owen Roberts. And that'll move Braden Mancourt down to third base. Ryan Dauphiny from White Rock, BC, a member of the Central Baptist College Mustangs in 2025-2026, his senior season. Teammates with Braden Mancourt as they won their conference championship this season. Fastball in there for a strike. 1-1 the count to Ryan Dauphiny. Holds so many Beaver records. Foul tip squeezed. Doff in his final regular season home game after 5 seasons with the Beavers. And shout out to his dad, Mark, who will be watching tonight back home in BC. Hope you had safe travels home, Mark. Foul out of play. 1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. That one way off the plate. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That's drilled into left center field. That's going to get to the wall. Another double for Ryan Dauphiny. And Rob Gurney to the plate. So the Beavers get something happening with 2 outs with back-to-back doubles, and Braden Mancourt scores to make it 4-1 Beavers. RBI 37 for Ryan Dauphiny. First pitch to Rob Gurney is fouled out of play for strike 1. Rob 0 for 1. Walked and popped up to the first baseman, Nick Stinson, in foul territory. Colt Sussex uphold in the on-deck circle. That's in the dirt, gets away from Marion. It's going to be a wild pitch. Ryan Dauphiny moves down to third base. we missed a pitching change. They still have, you let them know that there's a new pitcher. It's not Stempel. They're still scoring Stempel. I can catch them at the end of the inning too, Lisa. Don't worry about it. Strike on the outside edge.
There was a pitching change. What? Yeah, it's 31 now.
Owen Roberts, yes. Yeah. Strike 3. So the Beavers do get a run on 3 hits. There were no errors and 1 left on base in scoring position. After 5 complete, the Beavers 4, the Berries 1. We'll be back with the 6th inning here and more Coast Hotels Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege right after this.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
Logan Lynch. Logan Lynch behind the plate warming up Maddox Wasacase. You gotta love it. Logan with his final regular season start yesterday in the doubleheader. It's a young man that absolutely loves the game of baseball. In batting practice, he's playing in the infield, shagging balls. You can tell he is a baseball player, not just a pitcher. So hi to his folks who are most likely watching us back in Cartersville, Georgia. So Maddox Wasacase out there for inning number 6, and so far 62 pitches, 42 for strikes for the young man. And delivers ball 1 to Ethan Murdoch. Kyle Salinas and Nathan Houston also do up the heart of the order. The 2, 3, 4 hitters popped up behind second base. Ryan Dauphiny, 1 out. And Gael Salinas will be the hitter. Salinas 1 for 2 in an RBI double in the first to score Brock Laird with the game's first run. And a ground out to Jarrett Cramp at third base on a sharply hit ball. Upstairs, ball 1. I didn't get to his stats earlier, but they're pretty outstanding coming into the game. It's down 2 balls, no strikes. So coming into the game, Salinas, 81 hits on 101 at-bats, 65 runs scored over 52 games, 15 doubles, a triple, 4 homers, 56 runs batted in, and a .403 batting average. That's hit deep to left, and Noah Brooks gives it the courtesy turn. A solo home run, Gael Salinas. Four 2 Beavers lead. And that'll bring Nathan Houston to the plate. Houston narrowly missed a home run his last at-bat. Shows bunt, pulls it back, pitches high, ball 1. Nick Stinson on deck. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. And Jackson Henderson looked like he was going to come out for a visit, but stopped. A good off-speed pitch in the zone. Houston checked his swing. But just off the plate outside, 3-1. Avery Kirkup keeping an eye on Josh Pritchard warming in the pen, so I think it's a shorter leash right now. Fouled away, full count to Nathan Houston. Another foul ball. So good work by Maddox Wasakase to battle back in this after falling behind 3-1. And a full count. Houston, a good piece of hitting to stay alive. Hit on the ground to short. Dale up with it. Over to Mancourt. 2 away. And that'll bring Nick Stinson to the plate. Wasakase, a really efficient 74 pitches, 48 for strikes so far through 5 2/3. And Nick Stinson, 1 for 2, a single, a caught stealing in the 4th, as he was picked off by Maddox Wasakase. Pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two balls and a strike. Yeah, a funny story on Noah Brooks, my billet son. There was a home run that Balin Sorensen hit that was so deep that no one ever took his hands off his knees. And somebody asked him why he didn't even give him a courtesy turn, and he said there was no reason. 3 balls and a strike to Nick Stinson. Fouled out of play. I'll tell you what, Maddox Wasakase is a gamer. He battles. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Outside, ball 4. And that's going to do it for Maddox Wasakase as Cam Williams makes the walk out. And we're going to go to break after we wait for the response as Maddox Wasakase leaves. And a really warm recognition of his efforts here tonight for Maddox Wasakase. Great moment for the young man. Josh Pritchard will be the new pitcher. We're going to take a short break and be right back.
Now pitching for the Weyburn Beavers, number 13, Josh Pritchard. This pitch change brought to you by Swayze Concrete.
Are they hot? Oh, it's not on. I guess it only steamed for 10 minutes.
Well, Josh Pritchard enters the game for the Beavers in relief of Maddox Wasakase, who had a great day. Nick Stinson still Maddox's responsibility, so can't completely close the book on him yet. Josh Pritchard, 10 starts on the year. I know he's had a couple of relief appearances. He has a 5-win, 4-loss record. He's thrown 67 and a third innings, allowed 92 hits, 62 runs, 52 of them earned. He struck out 45 and walked 21, a 6.95 earned run average. First pitch, a fly ball called for by Ryan Muselar. And Josh Pritchard gets the Beavers out of the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. After 5.5, the Beavers 4, the Berries 2, and we will be back with the bottom of the 6th right after this.
Now pitching number 40, Tyler Bailey. This pitching change brought to you by Sweezy Concrete.
All right, everyone, you've got 35 minutes or so to get your bids in on those beautiful Beaver City Connect jerseys. Go to 32auctions.com or to the Beavers Facebook and Instagram pages to find the link to the jersey auction and get your bid in on your favorite player.
Number 30, Cole Uphold.
New pitcher is Tyler Bailey, number 40, for the Berries. And here in the bottom of the 6th, he'll face Colt Sussex, Uphold, Jared Cramp, and Trevor Dale. 6, 7, 8 hitters. Ground ball up the middle. Salinas backhands it. Not in time. Colt Sussex, Uphold legs it out. And Salinas and Sussex, Uphold, they go way back. They were junior college teammates several years ago, so they know each other very well. I'm sure they'll be exchanging some pleasantries from there. And Jared Cramp with a runner aboard and nobody out. That's upstairs, ball 1. We're going to take a quick peek at the out-of-town scoreboard in Swift Current. The 57's batting in the bottom of the 6th inning. They still lead the Medicine Hat Mavericks 8-3. Upstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Tapped on the ground. Bailey picks it up and takes it himself. So a G1 unassisted. That does move Colt Sussex Uphold over to second base. So a runner in scoring position, a 1 out for Trevor Dale. Trevor 0 for 2. However, he did reach base on an error and score. Owen Mayencourt in the on-deck circle. Pitch up in the zone, taken for strike one. In the dirt, good block by Aiden Marion. One ball, one strike to Trevor Dale. Colt Sussex uphold on second base. Near his friend, Gael Salinas. That's in there for a strike. 1-2. Numbers on Tyler Bailey coming into this game. Swing and a miss. Strike three. First strikeout for Bailey and 2 away for Owen Mayencourt. For Tyler Bailey, 2-win, no-loss record with 1 save. He's pitched 15 1/3 innings, allowed 15 hits, 16 runs, all earned. 22 strikeouts to go with 17 walks and a 9.39 earned run average. Up and in misses Owen Mayencourt for ball one. Outside, 2-0. Top of the order, and Noah Brooks on deck. Upstairs, 3 balls, no strikes. I gotta think it's a red light here with the red hot Noah Brooks in the on-deck circle. And it is, and Bailey delivers a strike, 3-1. So still a real good hitter's count here for Owen Mayencourt. Runner in scoring position, Colt Sussex uphold. Fouled into the Penta Completions VIP fan deck. I've got friends over there tonight. So a full count to Owen Mayencourt. Popped up down the right field line, and they can't get to it. New life for Owen Mayencourt. Count remains full. Foul, that'll play. Good battle here between Tyler Bailey and Owen Mayencourt. the Big Bend Community College Vikings. Owen Mayencourt. That's hit on the ground to short. Laird up with it. Over in the dirt. Scooped nicely there by Stinson for the third out of the inning. Beavers don't score. They do get a base hit. There were no errors and one runner left in scoring position. So after 6 complete, the Beavers 4, the Berries 2, and we'll be back with the 7th right after this.
50, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, and 24. If you have a Prairie Sky Co-op playback bingo, bring your program to the announcer's booth for verification. Now batting, center fielder number 3, Nichols.
Nash Nichols to lead things off against Josh Pritchard here in the top of the 7th. That's popped up to center field. Ryan Muselar, 1 out.
Now to the plate, our Bobcat beer batter, the catcher, number 15, Edith Ferrier.
So an F8. And Aiden Marion to the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Eric Aguirre on deck. That's fouled over the screen and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Our remoter's out of body, foul ball.
That's lifted in the air to right field. Colt Sussex uphold is there 2 away.
That fly out to right means for the next 5 minutes, it's 2 beer for $10 at Giants and Tire Beer Shack. Now batting, designated hitter, Eric Aguirre.
Eric Aguirre, the hitter. Oh yeah, he's good at it. Ethan Murdoch's little brother is an excellent bat boy.
What's his name?
I think it's Axton, but so 2 outs for Eric Aguirre and 2 strikes. Oh, that is a really, really good 0-2 pitch. It was off the plate, but tantalizing, a competitive pitch to chase. And there's one that's chased. Rob Gurney picks it up and throws him out down at second base. 1-2-3 inning for Josh Pritchard. He's retired all 4 that he's faced. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We're going to be off to the bottom of the 7th when we come back on Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege.
Pitching for Saskatoon, number 26, Reed Beck.
New pitcher for the Saskatoon Berries is Reed Beck. Beck, a 0-0 record with 1 save. I'll tell you a story about that save in a moment. 17 innings pitched. He's allowed 17 hits, 18 runs, 17 of them earned. Struck out 15, walked 16 for a 9.00 earned run average. So that save for Reed Beck was here at Tom Lang Park, where he threw the final 3 innings of a game where the margin of victory was greater than 3, and he was not awarded the save initially by our scorekeeping crew. I went over and told them that Reed Beck was eligible for the save because he threw 3 effective innings. So they emailed the folks at ball clubs to get that save added. And it's a courtesy that I haven't seen from a lot of out-of-town scoring. But, you know, it's important to get it right. Stats matter to these guys. And I felt that Reed Beck should get the save that he deserved. 2 balls that count to the leadoff man, Noah Brooks. Popped up behind first base in fair territory, and that tail's way away from Stinson. Looked like late, or maybe he didn't see it. So a pop up to the first baseman, number 3 position, in foul territory for the first out. And Ryan Muselar will be the hitter. That's upstairs, ball 1. Moose 0 for 3 on the night. Looking for his first hit. Braden Mancourt in the on-deck circle. Low and away, 2-0. That's hit deep to left. Well, not that deep. Looked like it was hit better than it was right off the bat. Houston there to make the catch, 2 away. And Braden Mancourt comes to the plate. 2 for 3. That's hit on the ground. 3rd hit of the night for Braden Mancourt. What a night for Mayo in his final home regular season game for the Beavers. 3 for 4. The only blemish, that strikeout against the left-handed pitching Brody Wench on the lefty-lefty matchup. So 1 aboard for Ryan Dauphiny. Takes low for ball 1. Doff, 1 for 3, an RBI double in the 5th inning. Rob Gurney on deck. That's down, 2 balls, no strikes. Beavers looking to get something going here with 2 outs. Tight ball game, 4-2. The Beavers lead the Berries in the bottom of 7 here. That's fouled out of play. 2 balls and a strike. Still 8-3 Swift after 7 complete at Mitchell Field. That's in the dirt, blocked by Aiden Marion. And that will run the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. Rob Gurney in the on-deck circle, and not sure if Austin is watching the game tonight, but Austin Gurney with his first home run with the Ottawa Titans the other day. So congratulations to Austin on that occasion. Dauphin slaps that foul and out of play, and that's going to fill the count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Well, Braden Mancourt will be on the move here with the pitch. Payoff pitch. That's hit in the air to deep center. Back goes Nash Nichols to the track, and he makes the catch for the 3rd out. Dauphin hit it to the deepest part of the park. The Beavers do not score. They get a base hit. There were no errors and 1 runner left. After 7 complete, the Beavers 4, the Berries 2. We'll be back with the 8th inning right after this.
And those 50-50 tickets, tonight's winner going home with $515. Our winning ticket number is WB2 280297. That is WB2 280297. If you have the winning ticket, look for Matthew to claim your prize.
Turn it up for a minute. As we're getting close. Line score after 7 innings of play here at Tom Lang Park. The Saskatoon Berries 2 runs on 6 hits. They've committed 1 error and left 4 on base. For the Weyburn Beavers, 4 runs on 9 hits. They've not committed an error and they have left 6 runners aboard. Top of the order to face Josh Pritchard here as he begins his 2nd full inning of work. Brock Laird, Ethan Murdoch, and Gael Salinas, the 1-2-3 hitters. Laird takes strike 1. Brock Laird 2 for 3, a pair of singles and a run scored. Laces that into center in front of Muselar, a base hit. 3rd single of the game for Brock Laird. And that'll bring Ethan Murdoch to the plate. Ethan Murdoch, an uncharacteristic 0 for 3 so far tonight. Popped up. Shallow right. Dauphin back. 1 away. And Gael Salinas will be the hitter. The runner on first and 1 out. Salinas 2 for 3 with an RBI double and a solo home run. Takes a fastball for strike 1. Nathan Houston in the on-deck circle. That's hit foul and out of play. So Josh Pritchard quickly ahead 0-2. I'm going to say hi to Lloyd and Trish guys, I've really enjoyed Josh this season. I really hope to see him again next season. And hopefully there's another home game to bring you later on. That's looped to right. That's going to drop for extra bases for Salinas. Sussex uphold with a strong arm, gets it in quickly. So runners on second and third. And one out for Nathan Houston. Salinas' third extra base hit of the night. That's hit on the ground to short. Dale looks back. Salinas throws to first in time. An RBI ground out. Two away. Beavers playing the out game. They lead it 4-3. And a runner in scoring position in the person of Gael Salinas for Nick Stinson. Stinson 1 for 2 of the walk in the game. Takes ball one. Nick Cote in the on-deck circle. Pritchard checks the runner. Salinas returns to second base. That's hit foul onto the, looked like it was going to hit the dugout roof, but just outside the fence beside the dugout. So 1-1 the count to Nick Stinson. Upstairs. 2 balls and a strike. It's lifted in the air to short. Trevor Dale calls for it. 3 away. The Berries get a run on 2 hits. There were no errors. 1 runner left in scoring position. After 7.5, the Beavers 4, the Berries 3, and the Beavers will be batting in the bottom of the 8th inning when we come back after this. Aiden Marion throws down to second, and we're ready to get underway.
Out to the plate, the catcher, number 10, Rob Gurney.
Rob Gurney will lead things off for the Weyburn Beavers in the home half of the 8th inning. He'll be followed by Colt Sussex, Uphold, and Jared Cramp, the 5, 6, 7 hitters in the lineup. First pitch upstairs, ball 1. Rob 0 for 2 with a walk on the evening. Fastball, called strike 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. That's line to third. Kind of caught it in on the hands a bit and didn't get it on the barrel. 1 away. Colt Sussex uphold to the plate.
Right fielder, number 30, Cole.
Inside, ball 1. Colt 1 for 3 in the game. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Oh, it'd be great if the Beavers could get a couple of runs here and get a little bit of cushion heading into the 9th inning. Ground ball, Salinas, look what I found, and almost throws it away. 2 out. Great play by Guile Salinas.
Number 2, Jared Grant.
And 2 out for Jared Cramp. That's hit foul, strike 1. Jared 0 for 3. Does have a run scored. Reached on a fielder's choice in the second and did come around to score. Off the end of the bat, a pool shot to Avery Kirkup. And 0-2 the count. Foul out of play. Count will remain no balls, 2 strikes. Trevor Dale on deck. Fouled straight back. So pretty effective outing for Reed Beck. I mean, he went full count on Dauphin. He's the only guy who's gone, for a guy who's kind of walked an average of a guy inning. That's great work. Foul tip squeezed, a strikeout for Reed Beck, his first since entering the game. A 1-2-3, 8th inning for Reed Beck. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We'll be off to the 9th when we come back here on Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege. Did you bid? Do you want to bid? Some defensive changes to tell you about in the top of the 9th inning. Hugh Montgomery, number 3, has entered the game, and he will go to center field, while Ryan Muselar will move to right field. And Colt Sussex uphold removed from the game to provide a little more speed in the outfield. Hugh Montgomery with an incredible diving catch a couple of nights ago. So 1-1 the count. I didn't miss by much. 2 balls and a strike. Foul out of play. That will even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Popped up, twisting, out of play.
Remember, kids, keep an eye on the play. You never know when the ball will enter the spectator area.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Upstairs, full count. Josh Pritchard doesn't walk many. So a big 3-2 pitch here. It's in there and fouled off by Nick Cote. Josh Pritchard working quickly. And a good pitch there and a good piece of hitting by Nick Cote to foul that tough offering back to the screen. Pitch number 9 of the at-bat. That's hit in the air to center. Hugh Montgomery back, 1 away. That's lifted in the air to left field. Noah Brooks circles it. 2 away. First pitch to Aiden Marion is ball 1. So we're going to go take a look at the goings on at Mitchell Field here quickly. Ground ball, Dauphiny. Oh, and he lays out, gets a piece of it. A single for Aiden Marion to keep the game going. And Eric Aguirre to the plate with a runner aboard. Tying run on first base for Eric Aguirre. You want to end it right here. You don't want to get to the top of that order. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Aguirre 0 for 3 in the ball game. At Mitchell Field, the Medicine Hat Mavericks. That pitch in there for a called strike, 0-2. Oh, wait a minute on that as Josh Pritchard sets for the 0-2 pitch. And a good 0-2. It's down in the zone, 1-2. Medicine Hat scored 3 in the top of the 8th to make it 8-6. The 57s have responded with 3 of their own, and they're still hitting in the bottom of the 8th. Strike 3 called! Josh Pritchard freezes him, and the Beavers win! Beavers win 4-3! a great ball game here tonight at Tom Lang Park. And I want you to hang around just a moment, okay? The Berries, 3 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. They left 6 runners on base. The Beavers, 4 runs on 9 hits. They committed no errors, and they left 6 on base. The winning pitcher tonight, his first WCBL victory, Maddox Wasakase, 5 2/3 innings pitched in the game for the young man. He allowed 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned, struck out 2, walked 2 through 80 pitches, 50 for strikes. Great outing for Maddox Wasakase. And Josh Pritchard with his first WCBL save, I believe. And Josh, 3 1/3.
Mavericks lost by a final of 8-3 tonight. So be sure to watch the score.
No, it's not over.
Follow things closely to find out when
Okay,
next home game.
so Josh Pritchard, 3 hits, 1 run, and it was earned. Struck out 2, didn't walk anyone through 39 pitches, 29 for strikes. So I want to talk a little bit about I'm not going to embarrass you. I just want to no. My beautiful wife Lisa has been beside me here in the booth for the last 3 years, and the first year she was my spotter on Home Team Live, and when we moved to Flow Sport, the workload got bigger and bigger, and she took it all on, and there's a lot that she does here that I couldn't do it without her, and she's going to retire from being the producer and being my right-hand lady here in the booth, and I just want to thank you, Lisa, for the 3 years that you've sat here beside me. You did a fantastic job, and I love you very much, and I really couldn't have done it without you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So she's going to call it a night. And I want to talk on the last regular season home game a little bit about the graduating players for the Beavers. We're going to have a little awards night here right after the game. So I'm going to start with the graduating pitchers and Logan Lynch. I mean, what can you say about Logan Lynch? He was outstanding for the Beavers this year. What a great young man from Cartersville, Georgia. 5 wins on the year. He has the Beavers single season record for innings pitched. He pitched 74 1/3 innings, breaking the record held by Christian Vick and Luke Zimmer of 64 2/3. And Logan Lynch came here to try and get himself a professional deal, and I do believe he will get one next year if he wants to play in the Canadian Baseball League. I think there's a spot for Logan Lynch. Thank you for coming to Weyburn, Logan, and I appreciate your contributions to the Beavers this year, and we're not done yet. Trey Watson. Trey, he came right at the deadline to give us a left-hander out of the pen, and he's been really effective for the Weyburn Beavers in a short time. 5 innings pitched. He has a save on the year. And this is the last baseball for Trey, for him to come up from St. Louis with 3 weeks left in the season and, give us the last collegiate innings that he has. Greatly appreciated, Trey. You've been a big addition to the team. And I'm going to move over to the hitters. I'll start with the hitters with Nick Miller. Nick went home about a week ago. Nick, I really enjoyed you around. You did the best impersonation of President Trump, and you were good for morale. You were a good teammate on the bench, and I appreciate you coming to Weyburn and everything you brought to the Beavers this year. The 3 McPherson guys, I'm just going to group them together for time's sake. Colt Sussex, Uphold, Will Sevier, and Jared Cramp. Every interaction I had with these guys was a positive one. I've enjoyed each and every one of them throughout the regular season. And as we move forward still pushing towards the playoffs, going into the last day of the season with Medicine Hat down 6 tonight in Swift Current. So we're going into the last day of the season playing meaningful baseball. And these three guys, a big part of it, Colt, Will, and Jared. Thank you for coming to Weyburn for your summer season, and looking forward to more baseball from you all. Noah Brooks. Noah back late, better late than never. I didn't think he was coming. I went to senior day in Pikeville because I was pretty certain he wasn't going to be back, but Austin Gurney texted him and said the Beavs need a bat, and Noah Brooks responded and just came in here and hit over 400 for us to finish out the regular season. And I mean, when you get a chance to add a quality human being and a quality baseball player like Noah Brooks at the deadline, that's massive. And I mean, nobody has a better attitude than Noah Brooks, one of the most positive people I've ever met. I have enjoyed having you at the house these past 3 weeks, and look forward to getting another week with you here. Ryan Muselaar. Ryan, a fourth-year Beaver, also arrived back late, and what an addition. He announced his presence with authority in Swift Current with a grand slam home run in his first game back after a D1 season at Ball State. And Ryan, one of the all-time great Beavers, and man, I can't thank you enough, Moose, for coming back and finishing the regular season with us and helping us push towards the playoffs. Ryan Dauphiny. And funny that, Ryan, you're going to talk about Ryan third last, but, Doff didn't think he was coming back here.
You still on?
Yeah, I am. I'm talking about all you guys, the seniors.
Oh, yeah.
Noah Brooks joining me here. So I just finished talking about you, my friend. So you can go back and listen to it.
That's
But,
funny.
yeah, I'm just talking about Doff right now.
Oh, yeah.
There's got Doff, Mayo, and Rob left.
Oh, there we go.
So, yeah, I'll be right with you. The hot dogs are ready here. Ryan Dauphiny coming back. Didn't look like he was going to come back and play this summer, but by June, he missed the Beavs. And, Mr. Weyburn, so many team records. And, after the season concludes, when I compile and update the records, we'll have some social media posts that will pay tribute to all of the numerous records that Ryan Dauphiny holds. Doff, I love you. I'm so glad you came back and finished out your collegiate career here, and I know you're going to be successful whatever you do going down the road with, joining your dad, Mark, and the family business. And, this is so nice to be able to do this, and the season isn't over. Like, it's so much easier. Like, it's usually pretty tearful, but I know we got more baseball to play that means something. So somehow it's just not as hard this year. I'm going to talk about Braden Mayencourt right now. I told Braden this last night, that every season when it came time for Braden Mayencourt to return, I looked forward to him returning. A couple of years he was late coming back due to injury. On time the last 2 years of his Beaver career, a 5-year Beaver, and there will be a tribute post coming once the records are rolled up regarding the status of Braden Mayencourt and where he stands. One of the all-time greats. These last four guys that I'm talking about, Ryan Muselaar, Ryan Dauphiny, and Braden Mayencourt, just litter the Beaver record books. Along with the last guy I'm going to talk about, Rob Gurney. Rob, a 5-year guy in the league, a year in Moose Jaw, 4 years here, 4 years at my home, and that is my son right there. And what a season you put together in your senior year. I'm so proud of you. and you're the greatest catcher in Beaver history. Nobody's caught more games. Nobody will catch as many games as you, Rob. And, I could see you down on the field with Hugh and Marnie and Wrigley, and I just couldn't be happier for you to have had the kind of year that you had, and you deserve to be a WCBL first team All-Star this year. And I'm so glad that we're playing meaningful baseball tomorrow. Nobody cares more about the Weyburn Beavers than Rob Gurney. And I'm so looking forward to tomorrow in Regina. We're going to have a words night here, and we're going to have some hot dogs and recognize some great seasons. And I got to thank again my wife, who I thanked earlier, who is retiring from the stream. And I've been with you myself. This is play-by-play game number 85 for me. I've done all 28 home games the last 3 seasons, and I did one when Nick Nielsen couldn't be around in 2023. So 85 times you've tolerated me on the call, and I honestly think this is it for me. I don't see myself being back behind the microphone next season. I would never say never, but I do think this is my last regular season home game. I truly hope that my Beaver broadcast career ends with a playoff game here at Tom Lank. So hopefully the guys do something cool and get a little help in Swift Current so that I can join you on the airwaves one more time. So good night from Tom Lang Park. I'm John Preddy alongside Lisa Preddy, and I want to thank you all for watching, whether it was on Home Team Live in 23 and 24 or Flow Sports here in 25 and 26. There we go. I'll get it straight. And I appreciate everyone. I've received a lot of kind words, and one of the things I've enjoyed the most is meeting the parents of the players, and when they hear, I've heard people say, hey, that's the voice, and I guess it's a little bit of a connection for them with their kids when they're so far from home, and it's meant a lot to me to do that. Really, it's been a dream come true, for sure. But with the added work that's come along with the change to Flow Sports, it's really become a job versus something that I used to do because it was a lot of fun. So I'm not sure who will take up the broadcast next season, but it's not likely to be me at any rate. So for one last time during the regular season, I want to thank you all for watching Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege. Wish you a safe drive home if necessary. Thank you, and good night.